Hi everybody, it's a breezy day here in the hill country. Paul here from Hill Country Rings, and today we're going to be making a inlay ring on stainless steel using the skin of a rattlesnake. So this sounds fun. Let's go in the shop. Now these are pieces of the skin from a diamondback rattlesnake, and I guess these are cut-offs or when they're making boots or wallets or some other thing. And got these, and I'm going to lay them into a ring. So I've got a stainless steel inlay ring here, and we're going to go ahead and do it pretty much like I do a fabric inlay. So I don't think it's going to be too hard of a build. The only thing I'm a little worried about is the way these scales will sort of pop up whenever I bend the skin, so I might have to inlay it and then glue the scales down so they don't pop out of the finish. So let's go ahead and get started on that. First thing I'm going to do is measure and cut this piece of snake skin. First thing I want to do is get a good straight line on this guy. Let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and take my ruler here, and we'll run a straight line on the back of the snake skin, and then we'll cut it with our shears, and we'll cut him as a straight line. So get a good straight line, because I don't think this was cut too straight when they cut these little pieces off. They're kind of approximate, so, and approximate won't do. Alright, so now we got a pretty decent straight line, and I measured this guy, and he is, I'm going to say 5.91 millimeters, so we're going to go ahead and make some marks, and then we'll make a mark on him, and we will cut him. Right there, and right there. Now we're going to make a straight line and cut him. Just cut him with the shears. A little bit there. All right. So now we got a piece of snake skin to go around the inside of that ring, and I do notice, do we have enough here? Let's see. We might be a little short. No, actually, golly, that's perfect. Actually, all right. So we got enough to go around. Actually, just a tiny bit long, but that's okay. I have a little bit of a wrap. So now we need to get our little mandrel, and then we are going to bond him in. But first thing I'm going to do is take this this ring core and make like some little marks on the inside of it, just to scratch it up so I get a good bond. Because I'm going to use some two-part epoxy, and just want to make sure I get a good bond in there. So go ahead and scratch it all up on the inside. Just make a bunch of scratches in different directions. Alright, now let's go ahead and bond them in. First thing I'm going to do is clean the core with denatured alcohol. Naturally, I won't be able to clean the snake skin with denatured alcohol. I do not think that would be good. So we won't do that. But we'll go ahead and clean up the core, just to make sure there's no oil or anything that would keep us from getting a good bond. Okay. Alright, let me get my little mandrel. Put the ring core on the little mandrel here. Make sure we can get a good shot of it here. Alright. Now we're just going to go ahead and put some two-part epoxy down. And this is a clear two-part epoxy. So we got the epoxy itself, and then the hardener. And just put a little bit in there, about the same amount, because we want it to be a good 50-50. Alright, go and mix it all up. Just mixing up a two-part epoxy. Now that we have the epoxy mixed up, I'm going to take the snake skin, and first I'm going to put some on the inside of the ring core here. Just to get, so I don't get a dry bond, so you get a good wet bond here. And this is 5-minute clear epoxy, so got to work kind of quick. A little bit of a rush, but not too bad. Since it's a small job, it's okay. It's pretty easy to get all done. All right. So now we're going to put this epoxy on the back of this snake skin. Just a good coat on him. I don't want to like goop over the edges, but I do want him to be covered all the way to the end, on both ends. Alright, then I just put him on there. We are going to just inlay him down all the way around using my finger tools. And just kind of run him down so he's nice and embedded into that ring core all the way around. Alright, just kind of I'm going with the way the scales go. I'm going with that direction. Okay, so now to keep him down, I'm going to get my other little secret ring making tool. And this will be to keep that ring, that snake skin, the end of it, down and nice and bonded down, so that end of the snake skin doesn't come up. So alright, we just kind of let him cure. Well, this guy has cured for about 2 hours, I think. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this band here. They're a pair of channel cutters, and go ahead and pull him off, and hopefully not mess up that skin. One thing that's pretty good is this plastic that they use for these zip ties really doesn't stick to the to the epoxy very much, so it comes off really good and clean. So all right, we got him done, and now he has been bonded in. Now we're going to put a good layer of finish over him, and to seal in that snake skin. So let's go put that finish on, put a couple layers of finish on, and we'll be spraying between the layers to let it cure, and then we will put it on the lathe and smooth them all off. You sand him down and finish him, polish him. So let's do all that. Alright, we got a good layer of finish built up on there, and we're going to go ahead and put it on the lathe and sand it, probably with some 240 and then some 800. I got a few little bumps on there, so we want to sand it down, and then we'll put some polish on it. Finish it up. Alright, start with the 220. Now we're going to use the diamond polish on a shop towel. Just a little bit, that's all it takes. And that gives it like a glass finish. Alright. Alright, let's give it a final polish. Alright, well here is those pieces of the rattlesnake skin, diamondback rattlesnake, and here's the ring that I made with it. So it came out pretty nice. Actually, it came out really nice. So I don't know, I might go ahead and put this on the shop. So if you'd like to, maybe a ring made out of rattlesnake hide, just like a George Thorogood song, check out hillcountryrings.com. Also make rings from the decks of battleships, from stock of an M1 Garand, from Major League Baseball bats, just all kinds of heritage and legacy woods. If you'd like to like and subscribe, that'd really help the channel. And let me know if you'd like to see me make some custom ring or something out of some really cool wood or materials. I'd like to hear from you. And in the meantime, I'd love to make a ring for you. Thanks everybody.